In the context of the most moving ceremony Friday night at the AFL footy between Richmond Tigers and Collingwood, when all the players knelt on one knee, I asked the panel, can sport, in the absence of dynamic leadership politically worldwide, facilitate the creation of a fairer, more just and a more inclusive society?
So we've talked a lot about the difficulties facing sport right now, but clearly this moment has highlighted a lot of the great challenges the world faces. Bruce, can sport play a role in resolving some of the big challenges we face right now?
Look, I think with a great platform comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. And, you know, it's the athletes that people want to hear speak. It's the athletes that people want to see taking a stand to make society better. And society will not get better if we keep leaving people behind. If we don't believe Black Lives Matter, if those three words don't sit comfortably with you, then that is the problem. Athletes understand it in the broad sense. Athletes are willing and able, as we've seen with the AFL and NRL in the last couple of weeks, to take the actions that they can take. I mean, if we go back to what we were discussing earlier tonight, you know, I believe it's the lack of cultural competence in the hierarchy of a number of different organisations, in a number of different sporting codes, that is not bringing about the change as quickly as people would like. It doesn't matter if it's about racism. I tell you now, if there was an Indigenous person on the AFL Commission or AFL CEO during the time where Adam Goodes was getting racially vilified, it would have had a different reaction. The guy might still be actively involved in the sport. If there were more women in high-powered positions, entrenched in the sporting game, it would have greater media coverage. It would have greater investment. Without the people with the context knowledge, you can read all the content. You can be across it all you like. You can read 1,000 books. If you haven't felt it and you don't have that context knowledge, then you don't get it. It's impossible. It's like me trying to understand what it's like to be a female. I can listen, I can learn, but I can never feel what it's like. Will never have that context knowledge. So while there's intelligent people, extremely smart people, extremely influential people in the hierarchy, as players, as administrators, if they don't have the context knowledge, if we don't entrench these people in the hierarchies of our sports, then change may come, but it will come much slower, with many more regrets, than if those people with those lived experience, were in those positions.
Brendon, Gale?
Hamish, yeah, look, I just think the future of sport is going to become even more important at a time when we're so increasingly divisive, and we're so often labelled, and people go to their camps and just yell at each other. And I saw some of the news the other day. If you wear a mask in the States, I mean, that's even politicised. So I think the business model of sport is about inclusion. That goes to the heart of our business model. So it doesn't matter of your wealth or status or your religion or ethnicity. If you can pick up a racket or throw a ball and play your role, there's a place for you in the sport, in the team. So inclusion and social cohesion goes to the heart of sport. It goes to the heart of teaming. And I think sport in that context has a very important sort of social and cultural role to play in the future.
Sharni, can sport rise to the moment, do you think?
Absolutely. And I just want all athletes to know just the power that they have in their hands and how much power they have in regards to also pushing those decisions within their clubs. You know, at the end of the day, if you're in the top 5 of a sporting organisation and helping create success for them, you can really push for change within that club. It can be scary, it can be dangerous, but at the same time, it's definitely worth doing. And, you know, if you've got that responsibility as an athlete, whether you want it or not, you have so many people that look up to you, maybe not me, I'm not sure, but so many people that look up to you and, you know, really idolise what you do. So it's a really great opportunity to show your values and to show what you stand for. And sport is just the best catalyst for change, because at the end of the day, like everyone said, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. If you support the Collingwood Football Club, if you support the Richmond Football Club, like you can come together. And so it can definitely be that. And I hope that it continues to be that and we continue to make rapid change.